game.
Wait, so it's like you're guessing a movie? Or
No. Well, yeah. You end up guessing the movie, but you start out by like simple cards of like name a movie that starts with.
Oh,
P,
gotcha.
You know, and then yeah.
Who was it? Is anyone we know? Or just
No.
one of your friends? Oh, okay.
It was cool though. It was in Baltimore City.
Oh, really? Where
Yeah.
where in Baltimore was it? Like, what is it, like in Canton or Fells or anything like that you know of, or
I
just
don't know.
random? Okay,
It's all Baltimore.
It's
Yeah,
all Baltimore to me.
Yeah. We're getting there. I'm like,
dude.
oh man.
Speaking of Baltimore, did you guys see that shooting? That
Yeah, I
like I
did
guess
see
it was
that.
like some kind of cookout, and like the dude just like unloaded on like 30 people, killed 2.
When was that?
Jesus.
I guess
yeah.
it was like last
I think
night
it was
or something?
yesterday.
Yeah.
28 injured and
Christ.
2 dead.
In Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like some kind of like outdoor fest.
I think it was like a cookout. So they were having like a
Jesus.
cookout like on the block, and there was like a bunch of people there, and the guy just like came back, started shooting. Which, Jesus, man,
Damn,
it's
so I was
crazy.
in danger and I didn't even know it.
Well, I don't know what part of Baltimore it is. I mean, you gotta tell me, dude. I don't know where it was, but
I don't know. I just saw
It's
the
all
headline.
Baltimore.
yeah,
I don't really read articles ever, dude.
yeah. Baltimore's yeah,
It's best to stay out of the news.
yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, yeah.
Dude, I have news apps on my phone, and just randomly it'll be like, Australia's on fire. It's like, why the fuck? Like that doesn't. I was having a great day, and now I'm worried about that.
Yeah, the
I mean, that was
koalas,
like
dude.
last year, but still,
Yeah, the koala bears, man.
yeah.
I mean, now Canada's on fire.
Canada is on fire. Is that
Dude.
that's what like I
That's
know it's
still going on.
Yeah.
and I can't believe
Is it the same fire? Is it a new fire?
I think it's the same fire.
it's gotta be the same one, right?
Some people think
Trying
that
to
it's
smoke
like
us out.
it's like the government like trying to control population. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it is. They're turning the frogs gay.
Nah, dude.
You know, the fumes.
I was talking to Dave about it, and he was like, they're just slowly trying to knock us off one by one, and I'm just like, dude.
Dave,
Knock us.
Dave is big into that stuff right now. I don't understand like where do they think it is then? Where do they think it's
Also, you
coming
can
from?
see the fire. I think like the fire definitely exists.
Did you see the fire?
No, I haven't seen the fire.
So then how do you know it exists?
I talk,
true, that's true.
I have a lot of Canadian friends, and they let me know what's going on up there.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I have a ton.
Yeah.
I have a really hot Canadian girlfriend. You guys just don't know her.
You don't know her. She goes to
What's
another
her name?
country.
What's her name?
Her name
She's
is
coming next summer. She'll be here next summer.
Francesca.
Francesca the Canadian.
Francesca.
You gonna get her a green card and bring her over?
I am. Actually, I should probably go there. I mean, look at the state of this country sometimes.
You're gonna go
Well,
towards
the
the fire.
smoke's blowing
You're gonna go
south,
towards the
so-
fire. That seems really
Yeah,
safe.
but I still, yeah.
Chase
Okay.
the- chase the
Fair.
fire, dude. Chase the fire.
Shit.
Would you ever go to Canada? I don't think I'd ever go to Canada.
I don't.
I'd absolutely go to
Yeah, I'd
Canada.
go to
It's
Canada.
beautiful up there.
What would you do there?
I'd probably just be there in Canada.
Connecticut?
I just
In Canada?
No, I feel like Canada just also like it'd be nice to go like visit for a few days, but it's probably very very similar to the U.S.
Or
in a lot
Toronto's
of
probably
ways.
pretty cool.
I heard
Unless
it's
you're in like
super
the French
rednecky up
part.
there.
Oh,
Really?
it can be.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
it's
very.
very.
It's very country.
Rednecky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it's like
I would not expect that.
also the really cool thing about Canada is I guess it's not really that cool, but it's interesting. Like I think it's like 95% of people live in like the southern
half.
part, and like I mean everything above that's like fucking
Just, like, right on the border?
tundra.
Yeah, like most of
Yeah.
the population lives within like 100 miles of the border, like
Which is
of
crazy.
The United States.
They just want to be Americans.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
why.
what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
true.
Just watching at the fence.
Yeah, but then you get
Yeah.
the French Canadians, and I mean,
That's a whole different breed of thing.
yeah.
But the Newfoundlands apparently they're really weird.
Dude, speaking of the French,
Isn't there
I guess
Newfoundland
we're just gonna riff on like world topics right now. That shit going on to like Paris around France, like the riots and shit. Have you guys seen that?
Is that like been going on for a while? Though,
No,
hasn't it?
so-
Or are these new riots.
I feel like France always is having riots, but apparently this new wave of like riots, like I believe like the police like pulled over like a 19-year-old kid driving and like shot him. For I don't know
In
anything
France?
beyond that. Yeah, in
American style.
France. Yeah,
didn't think to say it. I
exactly.
thought that only
That's
happened
if I didn't tell you that where that happened, you'd be like, oh yeah, that was in St. Louis or something
I
because
just
that
read
just
about that,
happens.
yeah.
But yeah, and people are going nuts, like looting all over the country. But I
Damn,
don't know.
I haven't heard any of that. That's horrible.
Yeah,
I
Dude,
knew there
didn't
was
think they
rioting,
had,
but
this
I
might
didn't
sound
know.
dumb, but I didn't think they had guns like the cops.
they
over
really
there.
don't like we do here. Oh, like cops do, but like other people don't have it. Like
Dude, our cops have like arsenals in their cars. They're like, you ever seen like them go
yeah.
into a situation? They got like
In the trunk, they'll have usually like a long barrel rifle and
Yeah,
probably
like,
even a
holy
shotgun
shit.
too.
yeah.
Danielle's me mom said that there's like certain places in Europe that they'll just put a guy on like the corner with like a full assault rifle, and just everyone just says, "Well, that guy has an assault rifle, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do anything
Yeah.
wsee
I mean,
Keep
it's
it
so
calm.
different. It's so
Pretty
hard to
good
compare.
deterrent if you see
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
that you don't want to do anything wrong
Yeah.
when you see an assault rifle.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. After a few drinks, you might be like, "I can get that assault rifle out of that guy's hands."
What are you drinking that you were like?
That's such a bad idea.
Maybe,
Cannot stress
In
you.
what world? Like, who are you, Jason
That's- I-
Bourne?
I
Like,
don't
what
have-
are you?
Dude,
Mike has a few drinks. He's like, I'm Liam Neeson. Disarm this.
I
Very
forgot who I was
particular
talking
set of
to
skills.
yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
What
No, I
about a
think it
drunk
was
I can
Sloan.
disarm police
Disarm
officers?
him, dude.
I was talking to somebody and I was like, I don't have a passport, and they were like shook by that.
I haven't.
I don't have a
mine.
passport either.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's a very uncommon thing to say.
I left the
Dude.
country in 8th grade, and I haven't left since.
Yeah, same.
So
You gotta
it's,
update that passport.
it's completely expired. I think they only last like
Yeah.
10 years.
Dude, I got a passport to go to the Cayman Islands. I got it, and I lost it as soon as I got back.
You lost the actual.
I don't know
passport?
where it
Does
is.
not surprise me
That
at all.
blows.
Dude, I had it. And the worst part is,
How do you wait?
I was so excited to have the passport. I was like, oh, we're going to get like stamps everywhere we go. They didn't even stamp it.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
you gotta
still-
ask or something.
No, isn't that like what they do when you come out of the gate? Like at the
Well,
airport?
you lost it anyways, so
Yeah, it don't
You got
matter
no
now.
stamps and then you lost it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
So I
tough.
might as well just go get another one.
How much
But
is a replacement? Is it like a?
I think it's a crime if you lose it.
No.
You're not
Isn't it?
fucking.
you
Yeah.
probably are supposed to report it because then
Definitely.
there's like
It's
I mean,
probably
it's
like
gotta
it's,
be,
it's
like-
losing like an ID.
It's got to be in my house.
Can you
somewhere.
Google that? Can
Oh,
you
so
figure
you think
that
it's in
out?
your house, not like you lost
No,
it at the
I
airport or
mean,
something?
I'm sure.
so
like,
Kristen has her old passport and her new one, and I keep picking up either one of them like all excited. I'm like, I found it, but it's just hers again. I'm like, dude,
Jesus Christ.
I can't get it
Did you guys hear
together,
what
man.
band's playing tonight?
So now
When
my
it's
problem is I can't go anywhere until I find it because it takes like weeks to get one.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah.
I mean, you can stay in the country.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
can't
could do
cross
that.
state lines. Without
We
your
are going to Puerto Rico in
You don't need a passport for that.
August. I
Oh,
don't think
dude.
So.
No,
Uh,
it's because it's a U.S. territory.
Yeah, yeah. So
That reminds me.
loophole.
Did you apply? Did you Maryland Collision? I can't speak. My
Yeah, dude,
God.
I went. Oh
Yeah,
my
how was the interview?
God. Yeah, it was great. Andy's cool. Well, Tommy wasn't there.
Oh, so it's just Andy.
yeah. So it was more like just walking me around the shop. And
No, I don't
Which
think-
location did they
Dude,
tell you?
yeah,
which
that's
one?
what I was gonna say. The West Bend location.
Where's
So,
that?
dude?
That's in Baltimore. It's
Baltimore.
all like the Gwynn Oak area.
Oh
Like,
Jesus!
Yeah, when I googled it, I was like,
Far East
"Oh,
Baltimore,
we're
kind
in
of just
the mix.
inside 695.
Like, we're in it."
Dude, I could tell you stories like
Dude.
So I worked there for 2 months, and
Really?
I ended up going back to Silver Spring. But that block basically is run by like a little gang who you might have seen when you're going in there.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
hang
That's
out-
why I asked him. I was
they
like,
hang
"Is
out
it
outside
okay
the
to
liquor
trust it?"
store, like 2-3 like doors down. And when I was there, it was run by I think it still is run by a guy named Mojo, who
Mojo?
like Mojo.
Sounds like
What
a
is it?
fucking
Wait, is this
season in
you
the
said
Wire.
the liquor store?
They hang outside the liquor store. But
Yeah,
they
yeah,
basically
yeah,
run
yeah.
this whole block. And dude, there's been some wild stuff that's going on with this gang. They've got like a weird respect for like the businesses in the neighborhood, but supposedly in the barber shop that was in between this liquor store they hang out outside and the body shop that I worked at, this is not when I worked there, but there was a guy in the barber shop that was selling drugs and did not like go through them. They killed his ass
Jesus,
There?
dude.
in the barber shop.
I hope Mojo doesn't.
Were
hear
you
this.
there?
That literally
That's
just
not
like,
when I worked there.
Oh
it's
my
like the Wire.
God.
That's-
But
Yeah.
they have this like crazy amount of like I said, respect for the shop. Like they apparently have like chased people who owed them money and stuff through the shop, but they never like do anything that fucked with the business of the shop.
Yeah,
they try
yeah.
to like completely avoid that.
damn.
That's what he was saying. He was like,
They
'cause when I
love
parked my
Mojo loves Andy for some reason.
Oh,
too.
cool.
Loves him.
All right, so we're in.
That was my next question.
Andy lets Mojo come in and like use the bathroom sometimes and shit. Like
Really?
yeah. So one
Okay,
time
yeah,
apparently
I'd rather be friends.
again before I worked there, Andy was leaving work and they park at the shop right across the street because they don't have much room on the lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy like supposedly saw some lady like ding his door with her door opening it up, and he like confronts her or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I just saw this," and she like denies it or whatever. And I don't know exactly what occurs, but somehow the group of guys across the street, this gang, like overhears the interaction, and they come over. And, like, I'm sure Andy's probably thinking, like, shit, this is not going to go well for me. Like, these guys coming over here. They come over and basically have his back. And
Oh,
like,
wow.
They were like, ma'am, if
Damn.
he said that you hit his door, then you hit his door. And, like, she ended up being, like, completely changing her tune. It was like, oh, shit.
So what'd she do? Like,
From what I remember, she, like, basically cut him a check right there. Or, like, they
Wow.
exchanged information, and
Damn.
he ended up getting the money
Dude,
from
you,
her.
you sounds like you guys have like a pilot for like a new TV show. With that
I was gonna
story.
say it sounds like they're like vigilantes, dude. Like
One day I
obviously
left
they're in
that
a
is
gang.
a good pilot. Like, we're just, like, working in the middle.
Working in the hood.
Yeah. It's
Mojo.
just like,
nice
It sounds
to
like
meet
like
you.
Yeah.
it sounds like Shameless. That's what it sounds like.
right.
bit.
And then it's just the local gang leader Mojo down the road.
He, like befriends the shop owner Andy. Yeah,
Mojo
I mean
Jojo.
that's a pretty good start.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I instantly thought Mojo Jojo. That's
Yeah.
the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
Powerpuff
Yeah.
Girls.
I can't even describe this guy, dude. He's wild as hell. He's
Yeah,
got, like, a
dude, I
clothing
pulled
brand.
up, though, and I parked at the bank right next
Yep.
door there.
That's awesome.
And I get out, and there's just, like, people walking by with like brown bags, just drinking, like
Oh yeah.
just sit on the curb right next to my truck, and like Andy's walking me around the shop.
That alley
And,
in the shop is prime
I was
time
just
for
like,
crackheads.
I was like, yo, is my truck okay right there? He was like, yeah, you're fine. I was like, all right, I was just, we're in the city, so I just, want to make sure it's all right and lock it up. He was like, yeah, no, a lot of stuff goes down around here, but they don't mess with us. I'm like, well, that's great. That's awesome.
We got
awesome.
Mojo's got our back.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
we're in
it's
the Mojo.
seriously though.
That's so
they,
funny, dude.
They have respect. It's weird. I remember walking out one day though, and there's literally crime scene tape just across the street, like
Wow.
to the left. Like,
Wow.
And I was like,
See, but like,
What
even
the
if things
hell?
pop off, like, dude, you might get shot like with a stray bullet.
oh,
or
absolutely.
Something, you know?
Yeah, you
like,
never fucking know. That's what.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
I
Like,
don't even like going
it's
to
at
the
least
city,
like nice
I
to know you're not
don't
going to get
either.
directly messed with, but there's that like fear of, like you said, you're adjacent to shit
Yeah,
popping
yeah.
off.
Dude, if we're talking about work, I completely forgot about this till now. I got a text. I got a robocall this morning, and a text. It was like through like my company's like, I guess it's like their emergency alert system, and it was like shooting involved. Like basically asked me if I'm okay. Thank you for that.
Forgot about the microphone.
Is that how you feel about the story, dude? I haven't even started yet. But yeah, I was like, I tried to find what they were talking about because obviously I was fine. I was at home. I hit up my coworkers. They had no idea, and I was like, well, why did they just send out this mass text, like a call and a text? I was like, that sounds pretty serious, but yeah, I have no idea what happened. Eventually, originally, I thought it was because that shooting in Baltimore. I was like, that's nowhere near. I don't know. It was very, very confusing.
Wow.
I didn't really like that you said robocall. I think that sounds like an age term.
What do you mean? It's like a robotic call. It's automated.
I don't know.
It does
I got
kind of sound
Robo
like
Killer.
something my parents.
Yeah,
might say.
100%.
Okay.
I got Robo
Well-
Killer on my phone.
You mean like more like
Robo killer.
Well.
Yeah, it blocks.
That
all
sounds
the
like a
spam
virus.
calls, but
Oh, so they block robocalls.
yeah.
Got it. Gotcha. So fuck you, dude.
Fuck
you,
Well,
dude.
the thing is, I stopped paying for it, but now I think they were just
Wait,
like, all right,
what?
you're not gonna pay us no more. All right, we're just gonna give your number out to everyone.
you
now.
paid for a spam blocker?
Yeah, it's like $3 a month.
Why don't you just?
It worked. It worked.
Why does
Wait,
that
what?
sound-
You mean it worked as if you got the $3? Is what you're saying?
Like
do
I
you
got my
mean?
money's worth. I think.
He paid $3 a month
Well,
to
how would you
block
know?
spam calls from coming to his
Exactly.
phone.
Oh, to,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying to receive them. Like you were just like,
Why would I want to receive that?
Wait,
why in the world?
dude. That's why I was like, you think $3 is worth it for someone to just annoy you all the time?
Wait,
Why
what?
would I-
that is.
What do you think is worth it? What do you think is worth it, Sally? What was your
That's
number be
insane.
then?
I'm that.
at
I want
least
to be like
100
cool.
a
I'll be
month.
like, man, my phone just keeps.
Oh, you
loading.
thought
all
you
these
thought
people
he was
are-
getting paid that much.
All these
Yeah.
people are hitting me up. It's
No,
sick.
My boys
dude.
in Texas just keep
he
calling
paid
me.
$3 a month for a blocker.
It's like, dude, you know how many car warranties have expired? Let's fucking go, dude.
I looked at the
Call me.
passport thing too. It's not a crime. But
Well, you definitely got to report
Do you
it.
need to report it?
yes.
Yeah, but
for
I don't
all-
want to report it and then like
Well,
mine be expired because that's when I'm gonna find it.
Dude, what if you lost it when you were like on the trip?
Yeah, what if some
That'd
like
be a
cri-
nice-
what
Well,
if some-
I know I have it when I was on the plane because you gotta use it to come back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if you were like just having a night, and then next morning you woke up and the passport was gone, and you were like in.
Well, there's no
Europe
reason.
somewhere.
There's no reason for you to take it, like, bring it out of your hotel room, right? Once you're
That's
there.
true.
How are you
I don't
gonna-
even know what
Yeah.
size it is. Like, is it like the size of a license?
It's like
No,
a,
it's bigger. It's
like a large
pamphlet.
wallet.
It's like a
Oh,
mini
so then you
box.
Not
wouldn't
a
be carrying
pamphlet,
it.
like a fucking. I don't know
Unless
how
you
to
want the
explain it.
stamps, then you'd be carrying it.
Dude.
Dude,
I
stamps
was-
are cool. So then
I
you
was
put them on
frustrated
Instagram
I
and be
didn't get the
like,
stamps.
Yeah,
went to
You're-
Punta
yeah.
Cana.
exactly. You're a huge influencer
Yeah.
if you have all the stamps.
Yeah,
You want
I
to be?
get it,
Is that
dude.
what you want to be? An
Wait,
influencer? Is that what
how'd
you're
you
trying
fuck
to
up
do?
your
Yeah.
neck? You were at the
For the
pool. What
stamps.
does this happen this weekend?
it happened maybe like 2 hours ago.
Okay, it was
You
today.
fucked up your neck.
I went to
2
the pool.
hours
We're
ago?
pool people now.
We're pool people
Yeah,
now.
so we were at the pool and like I'm about to get in and like my whole thing every time I get in the pool is see how many times I can go back and forth in one breath.
100%.
So I was
makes
like-
sense. I did the same thing.
I was getting hyped up for that. I'm like getting in the
Zero
pool
desire to do that.
and I just looked in a direction like a normal turn and my whole neck just seized up.
In the pool?
I was about to get in the pool.
You weren't even in the pool.
Not yet.
Oh damn! You haven't even started yet.
Well, no, I jumped in, but I was out of the pool.
Okay.
I didn't.
Oh,
I
oh.
wasn't like actively doing.
That's the
workout,
pool that
so-
you and your girl go to now.
Yeah. So, but I'm frustrated. So,
Sexually?
I'm like, well, I was trying to like, yeah. I was trying to like stretch it out. Like I'm in the lane. It's Adult Swim. There's not that many people there. There's one other person using. There's 3 lanes. There's one other person using a lane, and then there's an empty lane, and then there's me. Well, I'm like trying to like stretch my neck out and stuff. Like, And the lifeguard was like, "Excuse me, sir, you can't be in the lane if you're not going to use it." And I'm like, clearly injured. And I'm like, "Oh, is somebody waiting to get in the pool?" And I knew there was nobody. I was just being an asshole. And I looked around and I was like, "Oh, is somebody waiting for me?" She was like, "No, but that's the rules." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm stretching it out. I'm stretching right now.
I'm figuring it out."
And she was just like, "Sure." I was like, "You just saw him, like Kristen's over there like rubbing my neck and like helping me out." And
this was a lifeguard or like somebody?
Yeah, the lifeguard.
Really?
Yeah, it was like some kid.
You should have just like pretended to drown, and then when they get to you, just be like,
We're new members though, so I don't want to like.
Oh god,
That was such like
right
a
away.
popular thing to do when we were like that age, to just be a lifeguard. Like I think you were one.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say to pretend to fake drown. I was like, I don't think I did that once.
No, I've gotten close to drowning though. One time I got stuck in the ladder in my pool in my backyard.
Wait.
I swear I was by myself too. I'm not even kidding.
In the ladder,
Dude. So okay, you're gonna think something crazy, but
yeah, I already am.
it literally is exactly what Clayton said. It's like you get in a pool and you just want to like test your limits, you know, like see how far you can go, see how far you
I've
can go.
never done that.
Hold your breath. Are you serious, dude?
Maybe when I was like
How does
6.
you have a pool and you've never done it?
Yeah, I mean, maybe when I was young.
Dude, that would be-
Everyone's
if I had a
done
pool,
it,
that would
but I'm
be
not
like a-
doing
We just
that
have more
every
fun.
time
We
I
just
go.
have more fun. That's what it is.
Yeah, we know how to.
You have more fun.
Okay.
Okay, dude.
You
Yeah,
just
go
wanna,
home
like-
play with your fucking Legos. Yeah.
You were stuck on
Okay.
a ladder. I don't know how that's fun.
Oh yeah, so no one was out there. I was by myself, and I was so skinny at the time that I could just like dive through the ladder and then like come back up through the next hole of the ladder.
What?
Yeah, like literally like a noodle.
I think I remember. I remember the pool.
Yo,
I know what you're
hold on.
talking about.
I
Yeah.
swear, I'm not kidding. And so
You were asking for this, dude.
yeah, dude. Honestly, looking back at it, I guarantee like if I do go to heaven, God's gonna be like, "You remember this, dude? Like, what were you doing here?"
You remember this?
Yeah, but
What's this?
so
Let's take
I
a look
was-
at your close calls.
So I went through and then I went up, and when I went back up, my midsection and my legs like just caught, and the water was maybe like 4 inches above my head, and I could see it, and I was like, I got to get out of this. And then like a few seconds went by, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna drown. Like I really thought that,
That's sketch.
and I ripped myself out. I had like a red like scratch along my whole midsection. I ran inside, dude. I was crying. I told my mom, I was like, I almost died. No one was out there. It was serious. I think I was like 11 or 12. Yeah.
Did you ever
still do
swim
that?
through the ladder again?
I think I did again, yeah. But I didn't do like the double thing again. I'll never do that again.
Dude, what if you
That was
didn't
just
make
cocky.
it and then they found you and you're like,
Dude, I would have been like, bro,
we would have so many questions. Like,
dude, I literally
you got
would have been like
murdered.
this. Like,
There's no way.
you would have found me like this. But my 12-year-old body version, dude.
A 12-year-old body.
If I tried to go through one of them, I couldn't even get my leg through that ladder now.
It's like there's no way a human could have got themselves in that position by
Yeah,
themselves.
there's no way.
No, honestly, not to get dark, but they probably would have thought I was like just trying to call it quits on life. Because dude, there's
There's
no.
so many. No one has ever killed themselves by entanglement in a ladder underwater. That is not a thing.
I guess that's a fair point.
Oh my
entanglement.
I love that. Dude.
Entanglement.
Died by
think they still
underwater ladder entanglement.
I drive by it every now and then. I still see the pool, and I'm like, let's go.
Wow.
That's your pool.
Do you
I
know
know.
him?
No, but one of the kids that lives there goes to school with, or went to school with Brian. So Brian would like go over there for like, she'd have like a party or something, and he would be like, "This is so weird," just like walking around my old house.
That is
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah,
Dude, we should go steal
Wow.
a pool like one night. Just like pick it up and move it.
no, that pool. I don't know how it hasn't fallen apart, dude.
Is it that bad?
Every single summer, my dad be out there, he'd be like, "For fuck's sakes, I hate this thing. My sons don't even help me open it." Just screaming, and my mom's like, "Get out there."
That's
and
the
help."
biggest pain in the ass is opening and closing
Yeah.
it, hands down. My
You
dad
guys
really.
pay for someone to do it, don't you?
You have to. My dad. There's no way my dad would know how to do all that
So
shit.
how is it a pain in the ass to you then?
It's one, it's money, but if you're doing it yourself, it's still a fucking pain.
Yeah, especially above ground.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about above ground. I don't know anything about in grounds either. But
Well, in ground has like the flat top, so like
you can just buckle it.
as
on the
opposed
side,
to
yeah.
like the above ground that has it'll like collect all just like the grime and shit from
Well,
the,
the
whole winter.
in ground does that too. It's just to a much lesser extent. I mean, like when we open it, it's like
You have to drain it down.
no,
Huh.
but it will because it's just water just evaporates. But I love we watching this loading stream for this Phillies.
I know.
But no, that's fucking.
pool maintenance right now.
Yeah,
Dude,
actually,
when
it
we
wasn't
were-
that funny.
when you're- honestly, until the day of last Saturday, when we were having your birthday party,
Oh yeah,
I thought we were going to your house like the whole time.
Really?
And then Mike said Libatories, and I was like,
Never
oh,
said
Libatories.
Why you throw me under the bus?
And I was like,
Mike,
I was
you
driving
fucked
to
up?
Libatories, and I was like, let me read that text again. And I was like, oh, Montes. Okay,
Yeah.
I got
Well,
it. I got it.
to be fair, I think I mentioned like throwing it out like how long, depending on how long we were at Amonte's, going back to my dad's house to swim or whatever. But that obviously didn't end up happening. So I did mention that.
Yeah.
At some point. So that wasn't like a
That would have
crazy
been
thought.
a blast from the past.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to call John and be like, "Hey, can I come over and swim?" Or I'd be like, "Do you want to like go swim together?" Not me.
Yeah.
But
It would just be you though.
he'd be like, "No, I'm good. I'm not really doing anything today." And it's like 90 degrees, beautiful, dude, sunny.
Yeah.
And then Miss Phyllis would text me because she'd hear our call and be like, "Hey, I know John, is staying in, but you can come over and swim if you want." So I
Yeah.
would just go back there and swim.
Dude, I mean,
John's
so
like inside on the computer.
obviously, oh yeah, I was probably gaming.
You were
Obviously,
into WoW.
yeah,
You were wowing then.
He
Yeah.
still plays WoW, dude.
not anymore.
Dude, just own it, dude. You're a WoW guy.
I don't care, but I literally haven't played it in a while. But nowadays,
Diablo?
it's like obviously me, huh?
Diablo? Is
I
that
didn't get the
one?
new Diablo. No,
No.
I don't know. Those games like kind of just after a while, you just keep beating your head against the wall and like going farther and farther, which is cool after a while. But then it's like, I don't
Is
know.
that like just story mode, the whole thing?
Yeah, so it's single player. It's an action RPG. So it's like you basically just become more powerful.
Isn't there
and
a
you just
co-op
keep-
in the new one?
There might be. I'm not sure, but I'm also
I
not
never played
paying
those games.
fucking $80 for that. I'm sorry, but what was I saying? Oh, the pool. So basically, obviously, my brother and I don't live there anymore, and my dad gets in the pool sometimes, but he's pretty much just like loaning out the pool, not loaning it, but like he'll be like tell the neighbors like, "Hey, come swim if you want." Like, so
Dude, your dad's vibing right now.
he's in Cape May. He left for Cape May this morning. So
That's fucking lit.
you know, it's cool. My brother's also going up, and I'm here working the whole week.
Why
So that
didn't you
was
go?
cool.
Why are you going out?
I'm here working the whole week.
Yeah, why didn't you call off?
I don't have enough PTO.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, which is my
PTO
own
gets
fault.
you every time.
I
How
guess
long
I
is he
shouldn't have
up
got
there for?
sick, dude, because having COVID's my fault, I guess. But
It is
You got
definitely your
COVID?
fault.
I got COVID like right before Memorial Day weekend, and
if your
dude,
immune
for
system
the
wasn't
first
so weak.
time, it beat my fucking ass, dude. I was like bedridden for like 3 days straight. I was miserable, man.
Was that your first time?
Yeah, first
You
time.
didn't think COVID was real though, so
Yeah, I still don't.
yeah.
I think I just got like a cold. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It was just
But-
like a crazy cold.
Yeah, no, I obviously like almost everyone I know had it at least once, and I was like, man, like I guess I'm just never gonna get it. Like,
Damn, he thought he was
I
smart.
thought I was good, dude.
I get the immunity.
And then we
I'm
got
tougher than COVID.
So I think
He's
what
elite.
happened. I think what happened was so Kev got back from Germany that night,
I'll give you
and I was
German
home, and I
COVID.
think like just from traveling and shit, and obviously I was with him, so I think maybe I caught it there because I mean it'd be impossible at my work for us to catch anything for the most part. I'm in a full gown, mask, everything the whole day, so like transmission's probably very rare. So it had to have been that.
I feel like all those stories are always connected at some point with someone like getting off a plane. Like
Could
it
be.
always- somebody's
Kevin
like coming
sick
back
at
from
all?
Colorado or like
Kevin sick at
Florida
all?
or
Yeah.
because dude, you just get on a plane. It's just like it doesn't matter what you do. You're just breathing in everyone else is there.
There's so many nasty people in those planes. It's like you're
Yeah.
in public. And
Dude,
like
did you see the one with the saran wrap recently?
No.
It's on Twitter. This lady got 2 seats in a Southwest plane and brought a whole pack of saran wrap and just wrapped all the seats together, those 2 seats together, and then went over the top too, so she had like her own little pod. But it was like legit saran wrap.
like on a
kitchen-
Southwest flight.
Yes.
Like
Wow.
to like protect herself from like.
I guess. I don't know. But I would the whole time I'm like, how are you even getting away with that? I feel like if I cough
I guess
wrong
if
on
you-
a plane, they're like,
if you-
sir, shut up.
I guess if you
Be
like,
quiet.
Yeah.
did she buy the seats?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's a little different. Can you imagine like you didn't buy the seats and you're just like,
Some guy walks up, he's like, ma'am.
he's like,
Southwest
Sorry.
though, it's like first come first serve. So if you're like boarding class C, you're not gonna sit with the person you came with probably.
No, I think
Which is fine.
Southwest you get to pick your seats ahead of time, right?
I don't think so. I think Southwest, like you said, is like
Oh,
just
no
Yeah,
kidding,
we,
really?
we fly Southwest. but
Southwest
it's
is
like,
not. I like Southwest.
It's
I
definitely
like
the best
Southwest. I do, but you know,
They know they're the best one too. That's why they're way more
I
expensive.
feel like every flight I've been on with Southwest, every time they come on, they're like, "Yeah, this is a full flight, so everybody get cozy, like scoot over,
Yeah.
let somebody in." Every time they say that, I'm like, "Please be one less person
yeah.
and not sit next to me."
I will say
like-
though.
But you're never the one that gets that lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes,
I
every
fight
now
for
and
that
then.
window seat though. I
Oh,
will
when,
fight for the
window. You
seat.
got to go window. You
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
go window, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I love watching it take off and just being in. It just looks so fucking cool to me.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I am like deathly afraid of heights, but airplanes don't bother me.
Yeah.
Could you ever? You think you ever work in that like industry? Like, could you be like
Like a flight attendant or like an actual?
Attendant.
Well, I'm way too fucking stupid to be a pilot, so it would have to be a flight attendant.
Also your eyes. I think you have to have like certain like
Yeah,
eagle
You
eyes.
got weird eyes.
Oh yeah, like I probably shouldn't actually be driving. That's how bad my eyes are.
Jeez.
Yeah, Danielle's the same way.
No,
She's
I'm
like,
just kidding.
I can't read
wear
signs.
fucking contacts, but if I didn't, I'd be like a hazard. They'd be like, "Sir, you have the vision of an 80-year-old." I'd be
You
like,
think it's that bad?
"Oh yeah, it's like getting worse."
Danielle's is awful, dude.
What if I'm just become like blind? How shitty would that be?
Want to get LASIK? Is that an option?
Yeah, I think it's like thousands of dollars though, dude.
Yeah, but it's definitely worth it though.
I guess, but it's kind of sketchy. Like to think about people just fucking laser beaming your eyes.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as what people say like about like shark attacks and stuff. It's like you think you're gonna be the one guy who is getting your eyes scrambled.
How is that remotely comparable,
Dude.
Because people are like worried to get in the ocean because of shark attacks, and you're like, you're just not that guy. You're not the guy who's gonna get attacked by
Bro,
sharks.
You're not that
I'm
guy,
scared
pal.
now. Did you see that Russian guy?
Yeah,
get
I'm
eaten
with
by
you,
the
John. I'm
shark?
not getting LASIK.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yo,
I did see that. That was
if you
a
watch
fucked
that
up video, dude.
What?
you probably would be scared to get in the water.
Dude,
too.
what is up with
Pull this
Twitter
up.
lately?
It was like this Russian guy.
Jamie, go ahead, pull it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah, this-
Actually, it's really fucked up.
I don't know.
Dude,
Do not
it'll
watch that
ruin
right
your
now.
day.
I wanna-
Dude, I thought about it. My sister showed it to me, and she was like, "Yeah, like I thought about that for days."
Yeah.
And then she
Oh,
showed
yeah.
it to me, and I was like, at the moment, I was like, "That's insane." And then later that night, I'm like laying in bed, like, "Oh my god, I'm
That's
never
so
gonna get in
fucked
the water
up,
again."
dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I feel exactly what you're about to say though about Twitter. It's
Was
just
it
like,
in Egypt?
Yeah. Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
the guy's like screaming for his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and
It's
he's
so
literally
messed
getting
up.
like eaten alive.
I don't want to watch it.
And then they
Yeah, it's
caught the
brutal.
shark and killed it, and I'm like, "Well,
It's a little too late. Like, what the fuck?
justice served."
At that point, you
I
probably
guess.
should have been like, "Hey, the shark got one on us. Let's let him go."
Yeah, dude, it was a tiger shark too.
Yeah,
which is
they're
like the scariest
notoriously
of
fucking.
sharks.
Yeah.
But I was saying though, imagine being a flight attendant, dude. That would be so sick. You can go like my cousin. She's a flight attendant. She's
Yeah.
just posting pictures everywhere, dude.
I bet
Wow.
my ex girlfriend, her aunt and uncle were both flight attendants, and it's like, I mean, that's pretty cool to be.
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, and they would fly. The way he explained to me, I asked him one time, because I was curious. Her uncle, and they can like once you have like a certain tenure, you can like pick which flights you want to go on and stuff.
Yeah, that's
But I think
awesome.
when you like first start out, it's got to be like you just get on whatever fucking plane. Like, hey, we're going to Boise, Idaho. It sucks, but I got to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But after a certain point, you can pick like to go to fucking I don't know.
If I was like single, definitely would consider doing that. I don't
Yeah.
mind planes.
I don't mind planes either, but there's so many. Think about all those douchebag people you meet on airplanes.
Dude.
Like, think about all those videos you see. I know it's like what Diamond
I got
does,
a
but
I got a $80 Southwest flight ticket. I get to.
Yeah.
I'm like living large, which okay,
Get
but
it. Hey, dude, we
civil.
love a thrifty king, but
Dude, Knox got that pass in the beginning of the summer. It's like fly anywhere pass. He paid like a flat fee, and it was like fly as many times as you want.
wow,
Yeah, but it
a
had to be
thing?
out of the country though. I think.
that's a thing.
probably.
Yeah, it was like fly anywhere pass or some shit. I don't know.
Where's he going?
What if he's like he hasn't gone anywhere?
I think
yet?
he has gone one. I think he went to Florida, but I thought it was
Outside
out of the country. Yeah, I don't know.
Florida's like a different country. At
Yeah.
this point, to be honest
It's
with you.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
love
wild.
Florida though.
Florida's nice, man.
Every time I go there, I'm like, I'm moving here, and
Yeah.
then everybody's like, yeah, but 2 months out of the year it's miserably hot here, and I'm like, yeah, well, 6 months out of the year in Maryland is miserably
true,
cold.
true.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather be able to jump in a pool whenever I want.
It's like
Yeah.
clearly a place where people retire.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah,
sunny
yeah,
all the time,
100%.
beautiful
Yeah.
beaches.
I do love it down there though.
Yeah.
I like the Gulf side's so nice. I like the Gulf side. I mean, the Atlantic side's nice too. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Miami.
Dude,
yeah,
we went
I-
to Miami. I can't afford it, man.
Well,
Out
yeah,
there-
that, but it's just
Like-
I don't know. It's not my vibe.
I mean,
Definitely
every
not.
drink, a margarita, an 8-ounce margarita, was $30.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Yeah, they can put any number they want because you're on
Yeah.
vacation.
They
so
just
we were,
you're
assume-
like,
we were
yeah,
on
they-
South
yeah.
Beach.
fuck it, we're in Florida.
They
Yeah.
assume like
Put
you're
your card
Drake,
down.
But
and
that's
it's like,
the
I'm
thing.
Not.
That's the people that are there too, though. It's just like, I'm living large, like I'm in Florida, and they're just like very rude.
Dude, you know, if we're talking about like
At least
going-
my experience was.
Yeah, no,
you
you're
know?
100% right.
Like,
Oh,
part
you
of-
hate- you
best
hate
part of
all
Miami
Florida
is
people,
Tyreek
is what you're
Hill.
saying.
No. I just don't like.
Could
Miami.
not agree
Like,
more.
Miami's nice, but jeez, dude, I
Miami's
just don't
not the vibe.
I don't
dude.
have.
Just
No.
too old.
I'm like.
I think if I was like,
I'm like
rich,
thinking about like, oh man, like I'm doing pretty good, and then you see like a McLaren and a Rolls Royce, like every red light, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know if I'm not doing that great.
And the person who gets out is like an 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
He's been saving up his whole life for
Yep.
that.
yeah,
You're
but
like,
he
hey,
was
man,
a
cool car, and they're
smoking
just
hot
like, I know.
fucking wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. I
She's
guess
in like
so.
her young like 30s.
Oh yeah, which is so weird.
She has to
I
like
just
help him
don't-
get out of the car.
Where are like the rich old ladies that we could marry? Just
I
wait
know,
for them
dude.
to die. Like,
That is a fair point.
Dude, we were in Margaritaville at Kristen's parents' new house in Daytona, and we're sitting at the bar. Kristen's like right next to me. We're sitting at the bar, and this like old lady was there, and she's like talking to me, and she's like, oh, you need a. I was telling her how much I like it, down there at Margaritaville, and she's like, oh, you need to find yourself a sugar mama, and then you can stay here whenever you want. And I was just like, oh yeah, like totally was hitting on me. So I passed it off to Kristen. I was just like, yeah, and she should get a sugar daddy, and then we could just always live here. She was like, oh, are you two together? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, okay.
She's like, check, please.
Damn.
Stop talking to me. I was like,
Jesus.
damn.
I thought you were going to say you looked at your girl and was like, is this cool if like she's my sugar mama? I thought you were going to like ask permission.
Oh, man. No, not this lady.
Baby, you want to come to Florida with me?
Clayton's like, if she was like 2 points hotter, yeah. Totally.
Clayton's like, just hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but like, we got a place to
man.
stay every time we come down here.
Dude, fucking yeah, some places in Florida are like that. I remember we went to Key West. I mean, I was young, but like Key West has like a weird, like, it's not even swingers. It's like, I don't even know, like, it's like they just have this weird like vibe where like people just share partners and shit. It's so weird. Key West is strange,
Like
dude.
old people?
I think you're just describing someone from Florida.
Whoever. And like I tell people, like I got to go back to Key West when now I'm like grown up and stuff. But Key West is, I don't really like Key West. Like, it's not that nice of a place. Like Key Largo is so much nicer.
Yeah, but you were also there when you. How old were you?
I
When
think I
you
was
were in
like
Key West?
13.
Yeah, so maybe I bet it would be totally different now.
I mean, maybe, but there's no beaches there. I mean, there's beaches, but they suck. Like, it's not.
Have you ever been to,
Yeah, that's not good.
Daytona? I went to Daytona when I was way younger with my family, and that was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as like popping as like Orlando. Also, Danielle's never been to Disney World her whole life, so
I've never been to Disney World.
Really?
No.
What did you guys do when you were
I've
growing
never
up?
been
then?
to Disney World.
We just fucking ate crickets and caught lightning bugs.
What?
Went
I don't think
outside
we
and
did
went outside in our 4-wheelers.
Yep.
Dreamed about Disney World.
that. I don't think you've ever been on a 4-wheeler before.
I haven't. I've been on a dirt bike.
Dude, you and that mini bike when you were younger.
Here we go.
That was
I remember-
disaster just waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, but hey, that like month and a half, 2-month run I had with it was fucking amazing.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it was like the sickest thing that
Oh, it
anybody
was
had
so
at that
much
time.
fun.
There was no reason why you should have had that bike.
Oh, I don't know. I asked my dad about it because we were like last week when we were just like talking about it. I was like, "Remember when I had that mini bike?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why did you guys let me get that?" He's like, I didn't understand how fast it went."
It looked like a ninja just like got hit by like a shrink ray. Like
It was.
I'm telling you, dude.
Shrink ray.
Like, dude, it literally looked like that. And also,
Yeah.
John's lanky ass sitting on it with his knees like sticking out like this.
Dude, it was pretty sick to just like a summer day. I'm just like bored as fuck. I'm like, I'm just gonna go for a ride.
Yeah,
You
and
get on
like
It was pretty sick.
no,
Dude.
the loop around. No, the loop around
Neighborhood.
cable. No, that thing had fucking power.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I remember-
Well,
I
that
think-
was
I
could go like
the-
70
that's the
miles per
scary
hour.
thing.
There's
Dude,
no
I
way
hit-
it went
I remember-
70.
Oh,
John.
I did on Brangles.
100%.
I hit. Granted, I'm
What?
going downhill.
What was the brand? Remember what
I
it was
hit
called?
70 on Brangles. I have no idea.
Damn, how do you not remember?
Probably like
I would
some-
have studied that thing.
15 years ago. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And the fact that your dumbass was going out there during the rain, like you basically that's
Dude,
worse
we,
than the pool
we were
story,
going to
dude.
Twin Kiss, dude. We were going to Twin Kiss
On the bike?
That's what we
Dude,
took. That's why we
yeah.
took the
What
back.
was Sally like
Twin
standing on
kids
the
on
pegs
mini
on the
bikes.
back?
No, he was on his
Bro,
scooter. He was
listen,
on his,
so my mom was like, I was telling her about this bike, and I was like, I need to get this. I think it was a few grand too. Like it wasn't cheap.
I think it was like $1,000. I don't think it was that. My parents wouldn't have bought me something that expensive.
And my mom was like, I'm never getting you that. And I was just like, all right, well then let's pivot and just try to find something else that's like
pivot.
just as fast.
So you got a scooter.
Dude, she got me like, I love her to death, but it was like the most low budget electric scooter. It took like it took 4 days to charge. It would go like 8 miles per hour. John could make it to Twin Kiss and back before I was like halfway.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I think it was like a birthday gift. And I don't know if my dad had like a good year in sales or something.
So it sounds like
Because, like,
it
we
sounds like
weren't-
one of
we
those things you
weren't-
get as a reward for
Yeah.
like something.
We weren't rich by any
Credit
means.
cards,
we were like
like,
a
or
middle
something.
class
Right.
family. I don't know how they could afford to get me that. And yeah, I mean, and fucking sure enough, in John fashion, I fucked it up in like 2 months.
Dude, that thing was just anyone would have fucked it up. Anyone.
Yeah.
You were 15 and you could go on a vehicle that was like the size of a rocket and it could go like 80 miles per hour.
Size of
Dude,
a rocket.
That thing
What
was
does that
so much
It would,
fun,
dude. It was maybe like this big.
It was a little bigger than that.
I'd say it was
small.
probably as big as the table.
Yeah.
Well, you looked like you looked like a giant on a regular motorcycle,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it was pretty small.
Pulling up on a date.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we didn't have a license at the
No.
time, so like it was better than walking or riding your bike.
So was
I
it,
could
like,
put
not
some on the
street
back, but if
legal?
you saw, I remember one time.
It was not a street legal bike then.
No,
like,
well, I wasn't street legal.
Danny got pulled over.
I can't be on the street.
Danny got pulled
driving
over on
anything.
his, and apparently it was not street legal.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It was like it's 49 cc's, and the cop was like, "You're just doing 70." Like, what do you mean, dude?
What makes
Yeah.
it street legal? That would have to have like plates and everything.
certain
Yeah, so
'Cause it definitely didn't have plates.
registration.
Who wants to
obviously.
do
Yeah, I had a
though.
plate that said "fucking pussy destroyer" on the front.
Oh,
Fucking 14. I don't even know if my dick works yet.